If it takes me an army of words to express, to suppress with a mere dozen instead, if it allows me to break the silence without developing resilience, I will. For my desire is not your full understanding. I want to be heard. I want you to hear my word. If you forget this songless pining, my words have reached the ears of the dying. That's the first poem that I have for this stream. Thank you very much for watching my debut stream, whether it be the pre-recorded or the live content. I appreciate that you are here, na nakapunta ka dito, that you are here. As you can see, I am a VTuber. I use a VTube model to express myself. My name is Simoun Maki, as you can see in the channel name. As you can hear, I was speaking in a language that's not English, which is Tagalog, which is the reason for that is very obvious. I'm from the Philippines, and that's one of the things that I am. So, with that being said, a little backstory about this project. Why am I here? Why am I existing as a VTuber? Well, first and foremost, I would prefer being seen on camera as an avatar, as an individual that's a little bit more anonymous than having a face, at least for the time being. And as you can hear, as you've heard rather, in the first few minutes of this conversation, I am into poetry. Yes, I have tasked upon myself to create poems, at least in the foreseeable future, so I can improve the skills that I have in creating poetry. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna cringe at myself sometime in the future when I actually have an audience to watch me at this point, but that's okay. That's okay for today. Now that's what I want to do. I want to create poetry. I want to make really good poems, and I suck at the moment. I suck at the moment. I just don't have the skills to make myself really good in expressing myself through poetry. For now, yes, for now. That's the reason why the focus of this channel is so that I can improve the skills that I have on hand. So eventually, when I get to create poetry, then that's what we will be putting out there. I think I have a viewer at the moment. Thank you very much for liking this stream. I appreciate you. If you're here on the chat, say hi. Thank you. So, what do I want to do? On a weekly basis, every Thursday, I would be creating live content, whether it be commentary on existing poetry, or it's gonna be for example, I'm gonna play games that would improve my dexterity when it comes to create, or my grammar flexibility, etc., rhyming skills, things like that. That's what I will be exploring, so I can ultimately become better at doing this kind of thing. I would also like to discuss certain topics that would enable us to create poetry in the next few and consecutive days in this end. Now, this VTuber project that I have started, this had started from a while back. Me and my friends were already planning this out way back around June. It's just that, as you can hear from my voice, I'm a middle-aged individual and not exactly that young and with much time in my hands. So, a few things had to happen, and we had to revise a few things, and we are now here with this project. We are good to go. Would you believe that at the start of this project, my initial goal was to create musical theater? Maybe sometime in the future I can, but at this point in time, I'd like to do poetry first. Now, why poetry? It's like this. For example, do you hear when you hear poems? They sound like, spell casting. They sound like magic. They sound like the person who's doing it, or performing it, or has written some sort of incantation that he's putting out there and making you imagine things in your head, putting pictures in your brain. That's what good poems do. They also make you and evoke onto you a sense of emotion and a sense of feeling when you hear them. That's what they tend to do. So I hope to do that. I hope to make others feel a certain way as well, about themselves, about the world around them, and about me, perhaps. That's something that I had always been fascinated with, and would like to explore using the content that I am now privileged to share with you. Hopefully, I can share it with more people, and I can have more feedback and input on how this will be done. For now, it is what it is for now. So, the topics that I will be discussing on a weekly basis on every Thursday when I go live around this time, provided my shift at work does not change, is that I will be discussing. I don't know. I'll start with existing poems in popular media. Let's say in anime or in movies or elsewhere. We will have to see. We'll see next week. For now, that's what I have in mind. Aside from that, I will have daily content, at least YouTube shorts for us to enjoy and for us to see on a daily basis, and that people will eventually see. Those who get to discover the channel, I'll get more people coming in, and form the community that way, slowly but surely. That's what I want to do. Now, if you can hear the music in the background is all guitar. So from the pre-stream up until the mellow sound of the chatting, or of my chat, what do we call this, stream music here, that's from Mr. Bryan Parnala. And the concept of the music is that we chose a more light mood that we can use for this content. I was initially planning to use heavy metal, not really heavy metal, but goth metal, at least, to represent my content. I was thinking leaning heavily towards that. But I think just for this particular version of my character, of Simoun, I don't want to emphasize that outright. We will evolve towards that, perhaps moving forward. I evolve towards whatever music is appropriate for the performances that we will have eventually. But for now, we will start by having the music be appropriate to the mood of creation, and a low key environment. As you can see, my background is still Windows 7, and it's still not Windows XP, rather. It's still the Windows XP background, and it's still not yet polished. We will eventually get there once I had once I have my as what they call it in the VTube community, my papa, the guy who brought to life my character, the rigor of my character, create the background that is appropriate for the content that I have on mine. So for now, let's wait for it. Hintay muna tayo. Let's wait for it. And I'll be using Windows XP until then. All right then. So as Bjorn, my concept artist, said, he mentioned to me that once we get more people contributing to the ideas, to the chaos that is we have on hand, he mentioned to me that we may get derailed on things will be how things will be moving forward with this case, but moving forward with conversations, like everybody's got an idea of how they want to do. I hope to get to experience that at some point in the future, so that I can have an interesting introspective on how to handle a crowd, a room full of people with chat, basically. And my mentor for this, for the literary piece of this endeavor, her name is Sol, and the as she mentions to me, the author is dead. Long live the author. Now, this isn't about me. I'm the conveyor of the message that we are discussing on screen, that I am talking about right now, but I'm not exactly the finished product of my work. This is just how I want to present myself, and my debut stream is just me mentioning that, hi, hello, I exist, and this is who I want to be perceived as. Now, eventually, I get to do and create works that are worth ours and everyone's time. We will eventually get to that. I wouldn't have an idea on how to address my viewers, but I'll try to address you by name for now. At least, if you chat with me and there's not a lot of, what do we call this, people on chat, or if there's already a lot, then I'll start to call you chat. I would say for now we will start with this debut conversation, and that's how I want to call this, to present myself. So, with that being said, in this after this debut piece, tomorrow I'll start with the uploads already. And before we part ways with anything, I would like to share to you one last poem in my language, in my native language, so that I can express it in a spoken word form. Let me begin. You can use Google Translate if you speak English to understand this. I'll post this on the comment section later of this video once the live stream ends. So, let me start. Magsisimula ako. Bilang panimula, sasabihin ko sa aking sarili na ako'y magsisimula ulit. Kahit ito ang pang-74 na ulit, ako'y magpipilit. Pipihitin ang tadhana, maipilit lamang ang aking kagustuhan. Dahil wala namang ibang magtutulak sa akin patungo sa gusto kong paroonan. Magdadasal ako ng malakas at pasigaw. Wala akong ibang gugustuhin, kundi ikaw. Ikaw na matagal ko nang pilit pinupukaw, ngunit hindi ko malusaw ang baluti na bumabalot sa iyo. Maglalakad ako at mangungutang ng pagkalaki-laki, yung tipo na hindi ko mababayaran at kailangan kong takasan. Ipipilit ang gusto at hangad ng walang pagpapaliban at pag-aalinlangan. Dahil sa susunod kong pagkabigo at pagkatalo, sigurado, magsisimula ako. Yun lamang po. And for now, that's my debut stream. Thank you very much for viewing the debut stream. Eventually, we will get to talk more in the future. And for now, thank you for viewing, and hope to see more of this soon, like tomorrow soon. All right. Good day for now.